course, as soon as I sit down and start recording, my camera wants to die. Ugh. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time, but I wanted to bring back my pregnancy update videos for you guys while I still had the chance to do so. That is what my channel started on, and I really wanted to do it this entire pregnancy, but it's just been really difficult. This time around has been so different than when I had Charlie. A, I wasn't working, I didn't have a job, and B, what's B? What's B, guys? What's B? What's B? Oh, I didn't have a toddler. There you go. Didn't have a 4-year-old. So it's been a little bit more difficult this time around because, you know, I am working full time and working all day, and then coming home, not only am I like uber exhausted, but I also have Charlie, and so, you know, the little bit of energy that I do have, it kind of goes to being with her. So it's been really difficult for me to make videos this entire pregnancy, honestly. Anyhow, I am 32 weeks and 3 days pregnant, so every Saturday my weeks increase. So this Saturday I will be 33 weeks. So I'm just gonna like jump right into it. This has been so different than Charlie. Charlie was such a breeze, minus at the end when she was like breech or whatever. I'm just gonna kind of take you guys up until this week, and then I'll kind of update you guys on what's going on with me this week. The beginning of my pregnancy was about the same as Charlie. I experienced a lot of morning sickness, a little bit more than how I was with Charlie. I will say I was miserable like 90% of the time. Maybe because with Charlie, like, I could sleep it off a little bit more, but this time I had to like suck it up and be a mom and go to work and do all that other stuff and deal with it and like push through it all the time. So I think that maybe it, like, I felt it a little bit more. Every time I would go to like eat, I would feel sick and everything, and let's just say I'm so happy that I am past that point of my pregnancy, because that was like the worst thing in the entire world. Charlie's in the bathtub, by the way, so if you hear water and singing, that's why. So I want to say about halfway through, I did an ultrasound, and they referred me to a genetics department at our hospital, where they were monitoring and still are monitoring the growth of baby, because she has a hypocoiled umbilical cord, which means that her cord is not as coiled as it should be. So like, okay, they compare your umbilical cord to like a telephone wire, and basically hers is not as wired as it should be. There's a few coils missing, so that was like number one, like red flag for them. And then also her stomach was distended, so she has a slightly larger stomach than what she should have. So they referred us to genetics, and we've been getting ultrasounds like every month, checking on her and making sure that her growth is going properly. They recommended that we do a test for Down syndrome, because both of the symptoms in her ultrasound were showing signs of what could possibly be Down syndrome. But honestly, my husband and I kind of just opted out of it. We don't believe that that's what it could be. And at that point, I was already halfway through my pregnancy, so what difference would it make if we did get tested and it showed that she was, you know, she does carry Down syndrome. I feel like doctors have been kind of easing up on the idea lately. My doctor finally, not the last appointment, but the appointment before last, they were like, well, if you don't want to do any more ultrasounds anymore, you don't have to. She's like, the stomach is only slightly distended, and the cords we've seen in a bazillion babies, and it could be nothing. I mean, it could be something, but she's like, I've seen a billion healthy babies with a hypocoiled cord. So, you know, we're praying, and that's honestly all that we can do from here on out, is just keep monitoring. She has, every time I've gone, I mean, she's been weighing pretty big, and that's like the main concern, is that she's not growing properly, but she is, which is why we've continued to do the ultrasounds. I do have one on Thursday, so in my next week's video, which will be 33 weeks, I will update you guys on what the ultrasound said. Anyway, moving on to my body. So like I said, I've been working like full time, so I'm always on my feet and everything, and my body has definitely shown all the signs of that. I have horrible spider veins, which I will show you guys. So yeah, this is what lovely spider veins look like, and they are all over my legs. They look so horrible. I have like fluff, sorry. So horrible. Excuse my fuzzy slippers. And like, it gets really swollen down there. Like, who knew that like your like vagina could get like really swollen and like have veins like popping out? And like, I was freaking out, and I made my doctor take a look at it, and she's like, yeah, no, you're just one of the unlucky ones. And I'm like, oh, well, that's great. She also told me that my spider veins won't just go away on their own. They may fade a little bit, but not all the way. And she's like, so you're probably gonna have to get those surgically removed, which is just great. This baby is just loving my body. And then I've been having like a really elevated heart rate, so every time I've gone to the doctor, my heart is just like higher, and I can actually feel it during the day. I'll feel like I can't breathe, and I'll just feel my heart racing, and sometimes it can get up to like 120. So my OB just referred me to a cardiologist, and they've been monitoring my heart. I have to wear this lovely little machine and carry this thing around in my pocket, and this thing like hooks up to like sticker things, and like I have to wear them like this all day. And I usually wear them all day during like the day when I'm at work and stuff, and then once I get home and like I get in my sweatshirt and my sweatpants, like I take it off, because I just can't, I can't, like I'm so uncomfortable. Not only am I like just huge, but then on top of that, like you want me to wear this obnoxious thing, and like the stickers like irritate my skin. And yes, this video is full of complaints, because this pregnancy has made me never want to get pregnant ever again in life. No, I'm just kidding. I'd do it again one more time for another baby, but not for a while. I've already started leaking colostrum. That started about 2 weeks ago, I want to say, and it's not a lot, and it usually only happens at night when I go to sleep. And sometimes I'll wake up and like my shirt is like a little wet, or like you could just feel it, honestly. And then I actually started having a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions starting at like 16 weeks. So, and honestly, I think that it was all choked up to just me not drinking the amount of water that I should be. So I really like started to take a lot more water in, and I cut out like caffeine and stuff, which I'm so ready for a Coke and like a Dr. Pepper. But I'm trying my hardest to just like be as healthy as possible, especially with all the things that are going on. I don't eat the healthiest, but when your girl's got a craving, your girl's got a craving. So I just can't knock that out. Cravings for me so far, like this entire pregnancy, I would say has been peanut butter. Like I've always been a fan of peanut butter. I've always liked peanut butter, but it never to the point where like I just wanted peanut butter. So that has definitely been something that has been like a craving off and on for me. And then like with Charlie, like, I feel like I didn't really get cravings like that. Like, I was just always hungry and food was just great to me. But now it's like, if I want pizza, I better have pizza and nothing else. Other updates next week is our baby shower. I'm super excited about that. We've got so much going on, and of course I'm going to be vlogging that, just like we did for our gender reveal. So yeah, that's about it. Charlie's super excited to be a big sister. I'm excited to have another little girl. She still doesn't have a name, so that's why we're not calling her anything. I'm actually going to be making a video about that and discussing kind of why and what and how and when. I think I've mentally decided that we're just gonna wait until we see her to decide on her name, because me and my husband have like two completely different tastes when it comes to names, so we just don't agree, and that's why she doesn't have a name. So you're gonna have to excuse my Snow White sweatshirt, because that's what I'm wearing. So shirt on. I think I'm so much bigger than how I was with Charlie. Still like flat how I like what it was with Charlie. And I feel like my stomach has gotten like lower. But anyways, I'm super excited that I am back doing these with you guys. I hope you liked this video. Please let me know if you have any questions for me, any concerns, anything that you would like to see, whether it be pregnancy, beauty, fashion related, whatever you want to see. Just please let me know, and I would be happy to answer your questions or make a video for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my 33-week update next week and the baby shower video as well. Bye guys.